Hey Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp, Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general energy check-in reading. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible. As always, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that have been here, go ahead and start thinking about the gratitude practice that feels right for you. For those of you that might be new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you read through my description box below, okay? It's going to have everything you need to know in order to be in alignment with my readings, how to kind of understand and navigate the different series I offer here on YouTube based on your own natal chart, okay? It's super important here at Cusp of Roses. So you want to make sure you get into that. And if you don't know anything about your natal chart, there are links in the description box for 2 separate calculations, okay? I suggest looking at both. Go with whatever your intuition says is important for you to know in that moment, all right? But this is just going to be, for my new people, like the description box says, a look into the what's happening, you know, internally with you specifically. So what houses, what planets, what transits, what aspects are important for you to be aware of now, supporting you in the now moment. But before we get into all of that, oh, and there's my pupper. Are you out of here? You gotta go? What? You gotta go? Okay. I'm going to also take some time for that gratitude while I'm shuffling this deck, okay? So I invite you to do the same, whether that be through affirmations, intentions, prayers. Yep, there he goes. Affirmations, intentions, prayers, moments of silence or stillness, maybe even some breath work, maybe even a little meditation, whatever feels right for you. Go ahead and get started on that, and I'm going to do the same, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, the Ascended Masters, my Ascended Ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Capricorn-Aquarius Cusp Collective of Energy here on YouTube for their general energy check-in reading. I thank you so much, Divine, for allowing me to clearly channel the most important messages that the Capricorn-Aquarius Cusp Collective of Energy needs to be aware of in the now moment regarding whatever planets, whatever houses, whatever transits or aspects are connecting with them, supporting them, influencing them in the now moment whenever they do find this reading. I thank you so much, Divine, for that clear guidance, for your love, your mercy, your grace, and protection, always and forever. And so it is. Alrighty. One more shuffle, Capricorn Aquarius, and we will get into this cosmic energy. Capricorn Aquarius Cusp. What cosmic energy is here for Capricorn Aquarius? First card out, you have Chiron. Okay. Oh, we do have a new setup here. I hope you guys enjoy it. But we have Chiron here, which is all about healing, vibration of 8. Okay. Chiron is an asteroid in our solar system, right? That can be looked at as kind of like the wounded warrior energy, meaning wherever your Chiron placement is. Okay, and I believe you can follow the tropical or Western astrology link in my description box to find that out. Wherever your Chiron position or placement is, whatever that house, the aspects of that house is what you are here in this lifetime to heal, to face. It's like the wounds that you carry, right? So your insecurities or just things that seem to be extra sensitive. Like for some of you, it could be like phobias and, you know, all of that thing, those types of energies that we kind of carry in our soul fragments, right? So Chiron really shows you where that wounding is, okay? Some of you maybe really want to look into that, but we'll get some more details. Any other cosmic? Never fails. Here is Lilith. I feel like as a collective, just beyond, you know, any zodiac energies, Lilith is just so present. Really pulling the collective deep into their subconscious, which is really good because then it allows you to heal, right? But that's what this energy is all about. Figuring out the unknown, coming face to face with the unknown, things that you either were unaware that was kind of dormant or stagnant or lying in your subconscious, right? This is Lilith energy. Lilith is also a placement you can find with the Western or tropical calculation of your natal chart. Okay, but Lilith is more or less speaking to your shadow side, right? Really detailing or kind of showing you wherever that placement is kind of where your shadows lie, where that dark matter energy kind of rests within you. And that's why it's a mystery, because we learn more and integrate more of our shadow as we kind of experience more life, go through different things, right? So Lilith is a very important energy in order to truly heal here. And especially with this Chiron healing, it feels like Capricorn Aquarius, that's exactly what your soul is ready to do. Okay, any other cosmic energy here for Capricorn Aquarius cusp here on YouTube? Any other cosmic energy for Capricorn Aquarius? Yep, you got the sun in spirit. Beautiful. Yeah, like I said, with the moon and with moon energy here with Lilith, right? Black moon and the sun. So there's definitely some, well, you know, on surface, maybe some masculine, feminine balance happening within your energy. But whatever this healing is, right, that Chiron is ushering in or activating within you right now, it's bringing up maybe some, again, whatever wounds, whatever fears, ooh, yeah, maybe even whatever dark desires, right? And I don't mean dark as in kind of like negative or bad. It's just things that have been in the dark, things that you have been unaware that you really do need or that you truly want, right? It's a lot of subconscious energy here with Lilith, but with that spirit, it's like allowing you to either get into alignment here, shine a little brighter within your own vibration, or just learn more about who you are. It feels like that's what's most important here. For my number people, we have the vibration of number 1, right? So this is definitely self-focus, this energy reading that we're about to do, okay? And then you have the vibration of 8 here. So a lot of abundance, right? A lot of transformation, right? If you want to think of like the 8th house, Scorpio energy, endings and beginnings. And then you have a vibration of 12 here, breaking down into a 3, okay, with Lilith. We are pulling up on this partial lunar eclipse on the cusp of Aries Taurus for me as a reader, but depending on the astrology you follow, it's just in Taurus or it could just be in Aries. But either way, it's this partial lunar eclipse is really highlighting the again, they're giving me the word fragments. So this could come in little spurts, this healing energy with Chiron, right? As more of this mystery or as more of the unknown becomes known or kind of comes into your consciousness, right? Especially with this sun energy here. It's like the more healing you get to do, maybe the more awareness you have around what needs to be healed, right? Because Capricorn Aquarius, it kind of feels like there could just be this void type of energy that you come up against where it's like, I feel something's missing. I feel maybe a little out of alignment, but I'm not really sure where the misalignment is. That's where Lilith comes in and offers you that guidance. I do not know. If you can hear that leaf blower outside, I do apologize if it's distracting. It literally started right as I pressed the go live button. But we're going to work through it, okay? Let's look into this sun energy, this Chiron energy, and this Lilith energy. Thank you so much, Divine. What does Capricorn Aquarius need to know about the sun, Chiron, and Lilith when it comes to their energy in the now moment? What's important for Capricorn Aquarius to know about the sun, Chiron and healing, their spirit, Lilith and mystery? Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, tell me more about the sun. What does the sun want to say to Capricorn Aquarius? The sun wants to say the moon. Very interesting. So it does feel like there are just aspects of yourself, and this could even be like a maturity coming into you or kind of grounding into your energy here, Capricorn Aquarius, right? Where things that were once hidden, right? We have that moon energy with Lilith, the mystery. Things that maybe didn't make sense, or you just didn't know where that part of your spirit came from, or like what really, like I said, you couldn't really put your finger on it. It feels like, again, what's been hidden will be revealed, especially with this lunar eclipse that starts tomorrow. And we are in eclipse season, and we'll have a solar eclipse at the beginning of December, okay? So, and maybe that's exactly what this is, right? With the sun here, solar energy, and a moon, you have an eclipse. I believe that's on the new moon in Sagittarius, okay? So that might be a very important time here for you. You also have the Nymph of Pentacles. So again, like I just further confirming, there is so much to learn about yourself, Capricorn Aquarius. If you have not explored your natal chart, please, please, please use those links in my description box. They're not affiliate links. I don't get any compensation for you clicking on them. They're just free websites to kind of give you more insight into your natal chart that I have used personally, that I do find super, super accurate and helpful. So make sure you explore that, because it just feels like there's so much to learn about yourself in this now moment that you might even be surprised. It's like, I don't know how else to say that, though. It's like whatever's coming up in this Lilith energy, right? It's realizing like, oh, that is a wound that I want to heal, that I need to heal. It's like whatever, again, that void, if there was ever an energy of feeling blocked or cut off or, again, misaligned, Capricorn Aquarius, you're coming into a season where you're about to actually learn what that misalignment is. And it's something that needs to be healed here, okay? Lilith can also be a very sexual and or sensual energy, okay? There may be this desire or this need or this kind of subconscious awareness that there is some sort of sexual energy that's repressed, or that you haven't explored, or that you haven't expressed, right? Some of you, it could even be some sexual healing here that needs to happen. Now, that is a very complex topic in and of itself, okay? That I don't know that we want to get into that right now, but for those of you that'll resonate with that, you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? Or just kind of know what I'm referencing here. You have the Spirit of Cups and you have introspection. Okay, so this is Virgo energy in this deck, and the Spirit is the King, yeah? Like I said, it just feels like with this deep dive, again, and going within, learning more about yourself, finding the wisdom that really is within all of us, right? But your soul's wisdom based on its own journey, right? More than likely, you've lived multiple lifetimes, and over those lifetimes, your soul has picked up, like, again, that word, fragments, right? Lessons, experiences, right? That kind of make you who you are. Some of you, that might actually come up some way, somehow, right? Where you start to learn about, with the moon there and then the Spirit, it's like really learning what moves you as far as your emotions, as far as your moods. Like if some of you are getting kind of moody, it's like needing to learn about why that mood is present, okay? Because it's an aspect of your spirit here, right? It's like almost there's just a time to really get to know yourself on a deeper level, right? Some of you really want to tap into that emotional body here with the King of Cups, right? The King of Cups knows what they feel. Do they always know how to express it? No, because it's intense for them, right? King of Cups also, that energy, right? Now, mind you, we can all connect to all the elements, right? But this King of Cups energy, it feels like there is maybe this worry or concern about being too deep, or like if I do open up or share what I feel, is anyone going to really understand? And maybe that's what keeps you a little kind of distant from that emotional energy, because it's like maybe you don't even understand fully what you feel all the time. And that's where, again, I just feel like learning more about yourself, learning about your own natal chart, your placements, it's like that will highlight the wisdom that you already kind of have in this life, like things that you can rely on. things that you can learn more about, things that you can invoke in your own spirit, right, with the sun within yourself, to kind of help you navigate through that emotional energy, because it just feels like there is this slight resistance to this feeling here with the King of Cups. But there's so much to learn about your emotions, Capricorn Aquarius. It just feels like if you've been avoiding feeling anything, if you are confused about what you feel, take some time to really sit still, go within, right? Do some research on the emotion. Again, I feel like it's in your natal chart. I can't pull away from that. It's in your natal chart as to why this particular pattern or this particular void or this feeling or these experiences are happening for you in the now moment, okay? What's the overall message here from the sun for Capricorn Aquarius, Divine? Thank you so much. Yeah, you got the Hierophant, right? Again, higher learning. You also have the Wheel of Fortune here. It's chance in this deck, okay? And then you have the Eight of Cups. Speaking about the wheel, I've been going on and on about this natal chart energy, right? It almost feels like how could I say this? This might be a little out there, but it's like getting into this natal chart energy, right? Looking at your natal chart, it's understanding that at that exact moment, right? That's not how I want to say it. It's like, you could look at it like, what are the chances of you being born on this date at that time and the planets being in this position or all of that activity happening in your chart? It's like, it's not all by chance. Do you know what I'm saying? There's purpose behind it. It's not random. It's not sporadic. It's purposeful. Yeah, Hierophant, right? Hierophant is all about higher learning. It's all about wisdom. It's all about living in accordance to that higher sense of self, right? So we have spiritual laws, right? That govern this realm that we live in, and it's upholding that. It's tradition, the mystic, right? Some of you, learning more about your natal chart might be so eye-opening that it allows you to learn that, yes, even though it was not random, like it can feel like shit, like nothing is truly by chance. Woo, Lord help me with these words. Nothing is truly by chance, Capricorn Aquarius. There was a reason that you came into this world at that time, at that day, at that place, right? There's a reason, and learning about that through the stars, through the planets, through your houses, through the aspects in your natal chart, I really do feel like is going to be a very eye-opening experience and help you release some energy. Help you walk away from some sort of idea, right? Maybe even expand your own groundedness in self. It's like really expanding that confidence in yourself a little bit too. It's like there's something that really is freeing here with the Eight of Cups. When you learn more about yourself through your natal chart, like I said, where things, it's like, well, I don't know why I feel like that, or I don't know why I'm like that, or I don't know where these emotion comes, or I don't know why I have all these experiences. It's like, it's all there in your natal chart. You just have to take time to learn it, okay? Whew. All right, let's look into Chiron. Thank you so much, Divine. What is Chiron here in the healing? What's this healing energy for Capricorn Aquarius? Cusp. Collective here on YouTube. What's the healing energy? Yeah, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So some of you might have this wound of not feeling protected, not feeling guarded, not feeling covered, right? Not feeling safe for some of you. Tell me more about this Seven of Wands for Chiron and Capricorn Aquarius. Yeah, got the Four Swords, peace of mind. Peace of mind, resting, right? Reflection. some of you, and again, your cusp, being on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp, it is definitely not easy. It is very, very difficult energy to balance out, but it feels like the wound here with the Two of Cups and the freedom, kind of like what I said earlier, where not feeling safe enough to really be yourself, maybe, Capricorn Aquarius. Maybe this is the energy or the wound of like being a black sheep somehow within your family. Yeah, especially with the mystic here and the Hierophant. It's like how you connect, how you view the world, how you maybe find peace within yourself, right? What you feel is true for self. It's like it might be a bit against the tradition of your family somehow, some way. With the Two of Cups and freedom, even if this is in like romantic connections and or just friendships, it's like really finding people who you don't have to have a guard up around. Again, it's like trusting or wanting or desiring those connections where you can just be yourself. You don't have to put on a facade. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to worry about protecting your thoughts or protecting your energy, or do you know what I'm saying? It's like you get to just be your free self here with the Chariot energy. You just get to be free. You just get to be what is, right? The good and the bad, the ups and the downs, the neutral, the chaotic, all of that. It's like looking for that type of connection with other people, with friends, or really having this wound where it's always imbalanced, where sometimes it's like you have people that you care for, you have friends, but do they really know the real you? But I feel like in order to be in alignment with those connections, Capricorn Aquarius, you got to learn more about your spirit, right? You got to do the deep dive and learn more about you to know what's in alignment for you and what's not. And it just feels like there is this sense of guardedness and protection that you've either had to have in order to have a peace of mind, like not really trusting people. Okay, maybe some trust issues here, especially when it comes to emotional connections, like maybe, like I said, with the King of Cups, not feeling like your connections are maybe deep enough or that they have the capacity to really understand you fully. It's like there's always something missing here, okay? Tell me more about this healing energy for Capricorn Aquarius. What's the overall message for Chiron? But I feel like that's what's coming up. And again, if you're in the States, this holiday season, right? It's realizing, wow, I really am, maybe don't have the space to be myself or my true nature, or again, the depth of what I feel doesn't really land well with the people around me, or just feeling unseen somehow, or just not heard, or it's a part of that Aquarian energy I feel that you do carry, right? Where you feel like an outlier, but it's kind of your strength. You don't necessarily want to fit in, but you definitely want to be understood, if that makes sense. Okay, tell me more about Chiron Divine. Thank you so much for Capricorn Aquarius. Overall, another King energy. Yeah, it's that King of Swords. Like I said, Aquarius energy here. Right? Having a very unique viewpoint on life. Having very... they're giving me the word outlier, right? It's just like, if this is the tradition, right? Aquarius likes to be over, okay, like if this is the traditional path, Aquarius likes to be over here and wind around there and do, it's like that resistance, Seven of Wands, that resistance to doing things in some sort of traditional way here, Hierophant energy, right? I feel like you're coming into a season here, Capricorn Aquarius, whenever you find this, where you're starting to be okay with that resistance and realizing that it's not you that's a problem. It's not necessarily other people that's a problem. It's just what is, right? And it's like learning how to look at it maybe from a different way, where it's embraced, it's a part of who you are, as opposed to something to either hide or to kind of alter or shift in order to fit in with the tradition, if that makes sense. It's going to hit for those that know what I'm talking about, especially within this energy dynamic. But it's like healing that need to be understood, almost understanding where that desire comes from. And I feel like, again, it's in your natal chart. You can learn more about it, especially if you look at your Chiron and your Lilith placements. Those will really tell you the challenges that you face in this lifetime. But yeah, with the King of Swords, I'm happy. I'm so happy this came out, especially when we're talking about your Aquarian energy, because it's really finding power and strength in that, right? That, yeah, you maybe think of things in a different way. Maybe your mind does work in a unique way, or in a way that is very different from those around you. That doesn't make you weird, strange, or an outcast, right? And maybe that's how it's always felt. But it's like finally being able to be in those environments where people are maybe on a more traditional path, or think in a more common way, right? Or, you know what I mean? Just kind of go with what is, as opposed to questioning and thinking and, thinking for themselves. And that's no shade to anything, but it's just feeling more comfortable in those environments. So that wound of feeling like the outsider, feeling like the outcast, feeling like you have to be guarded or constantly defend yourself or how you view the world, right? It's like that might be a wound that's healing right now, which is really, really awesome, especially here with the partial lunar eclipse, right? So creating that change internally, so then you can represent yourself here with that sun in accordance to that change. So this is huge. That healing is going to feel really, really good for you. And again, offer you that sense of freedom and alignment, right? My path doesn't have to look like everybody else, especially for you, Capricorn Aquarius. That should almost, at this point, be a given. It's not going to look like everyone else's. Okay, so you might look to your left and you might look to your right and you might be by yourself, but that's where you thrive, right? That's where you really get to show up in your true essence here, in your true energy. Okay? And you will come across people, places, situations, things, environments that are in alignment with that energy, that accept that energy, right? That support that. Okay? You just have to have a little bit of patience here. Okay? All right, let's look into Lilith, and then we will end this reading, Capricorn Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tell me more about Lilith for Capricorn Aquarius. Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Yep. You got justice, balance, right? And a lot of people may think of justice as an external factor, but a lot of the times justice is energetic. It's internal. You bring your own justice a lot of the times. Like, definitely don't wait on anything outside of you to bring things into balance. You can do that work yourself internally, right? So there's this energy of feeling vindicated in some way, shape, or form, where it's like I said, in those environments, right, where how you naturally are maybe goes against the grain of what is, right? Rather than, again, feeling like the outcast or the outsider or the black sheep, it's just realizing, right, that there's a reason and a purpose behind that, and embracing it and just living in it, regardless if it makes other people uncomfortable or people don't understand you. They don't have to understand you, Capricorn Aquarius. You have to understand you, Page of Pentacles. You have to put in the work to understand you. It's no one else's job but your own introspection, right? Because even though we do walk, we have people we love, we have family we love, we have friends, that, people around us, you technically are on this path. It's your unique path, right? No one else is walking in your shoes, which is why it's super, super important here, Capricorn Aquarius, to find that balance within yourself, to really understand that ebb and flow that you are, right? That we all are, but your unique path for yourself in order to feel just a little bit more free. Because with that Capricorn energy, and that's what makes your dynamic a little difficult, because with that Capricorn energy, there's such a desire for structure. There's a desire to really fit into the parameters that already are, right? But then you have that Aquarian energy, right? King of Swords. That's like, no, I want to do it this way though, right? So finding that balance, right, is your journey here with Lilith. Tell me more about this Justice. Six of Swords, seeing it clearer, moving out of the storm, moving out of the conflict, moving out of the clouds, out of the gray, right? Finding balance. Again, like I said, finding peace, clarity. And I feel like that all starts in your natal chart here, Capricorn-Aquarius, okay? Really study it, really get into it. Because, again, it's like learning about that. That's what brings you justice. So no one has to come up to you, Capricorn-Aquarius, and say, hey, I accept you. You know, I see, you see yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where you thrive, when you're in that type of vibration and that type of mentality. And I feel like those fragments of all these experiences that made you maybe feel as an outsider, feel like an outlier, feel like the black sheep are finally coming in to integrate into spirit, right? To truly kind of be pieced back together and make you feel a little bit more whole in your existence, which is a beautiful energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about this Six of Swords for Lilith. So Lilith's trying to show you where you can bring justice to yourself. Yeah, you see how even in the Six of Swords, she's alone. There's no boat. There's no one else steering this. This is you finding your clarity. This is you bringing yourself into balance, into harmony, mentally, right? Tell me more about, wow, okay, yep. And your awakening begins, right? We go through multiple awakenings in a lifetime, okay? This is judgment in this particular deck, right? This is where Spirit is calling you. Lilith is calling you to look at yourself, right? To use the power that you have, to use your own autonomy, to use your own sovereignty, to really balance out your scales here, okay? So there is a very powerful awakening that I do feel is somewhat tethered to this eclipse season for you. Okay, so by the beginning of the year, and again, eclipse energy lasts for about 6 months. So from this moment till about May, June, yeah, all of this healing work will really start to be integrated into who you are, right? Again, once you learn more about that Lilith placement, it might awaken you to a lot of unanswered questions that you maybe have had about why you're the way you are, what's going on with you, why you experience certain things, or have certain habits, or have certain tendencies, especially when it comes to love and or relationships and connections, okay? Tell me more about this awakening with Lilith for Capricorn-Aquarius, Divine. Tell me more about this awakening with Lilith. Yeah, 10 of Cups. So really finding balance with your own shadow, right? Really learning about, okay, these are some of my pitfalls, right? Things that happen naturally in your vibration that, again, challenge you to grow. Leads to you feeling, again, more at peace, more in harmony, like I said, with your connections. Okay, this is emotional fulfillment, emotional completion, really feeling that sense of harmony and peace, not only within, but also without. And like I said, you find that freedom within your own energy, right? With this Chariot, through this healing process that you are going through, okay? And remember, healing isn't linear, it's cyclical. So you're going to fall in and out of that vibration from time to time. But the more that you find peace with it, the more that you understand that it's necessary in order for you to integrate and awaken to who you truly are. I won't say the easier it becomes, but the less tension and resistance you have, okay, to that energy, to those changes, to the healing. This is a very, very powerful time here for you, Capricorn Aquarius, okay? Just know that. If it feels weird, strange, feels like it's chaotic, you're right on point, okay? You're right where you need to be. Tell me more about this 10 of Cups for Lilith and the awakening. What's this 10 of Cups or overall? Yeah, 6 of Cups. Coming back into yourself. Yeah. Getting back to that raw essence of who you are. 6 of Cups. It's nostalgia. It's really your inner child. So who you were when you were growing up, when you first entered this world, and maybe that's why I went in on your natal chart, right? There's a reason why you were born on a certain day at a certain time in a certain part of the world. Based on what was happening in the sky, you needed to incarnate under that energy for a reason. And the more you learn about that, the more peace, the more harmony, the more in tune, the more in balance you feel, right? The more justice and justification and validation you can bring for yourself and activate for yourself, Capricorn-Aquarius. It's a very, very powerful energy. I hope that this reading has served you well in some way, shape, or form. Definitely let me know in the comment section what resonated with you. Even if the cards came out and it may be applied to your situation a little differently than what I expressed here, I definitely would love to hear that from you all. Thank you guys so much again for all your likes, all your comments, all your subscriptions, the shares that you give on my videos. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you, Capricorn Aquarius, in our next reading. Okay, namaste.